I hope you guys are doing amazing and welcome back to the channel. And today I'm posting this most awaited video. It's called as a day in a life of a research assistant, a full-time job in Munich, Germany. Before that, I'm just going to give an overview if you're new to my channel. My name is Mrunal and I did my masters in molecular and cellular biology from LMU Munich. So last year I graduated my masters from LMU in around November, December, and from January I started my full-time job as a research assistant. So I'm going to talk about what the job is about and some flexible hours are there or not, and how are the working place and how are the colleagues and everything. Being a research assistant means I have to work on different projects. Now main thing is I'm working on one project which is related to genetic engineering. There is one project which is related to cancer biology or tumor biology, and there is one thing which is not a project but it's mostly lab organization part. Genetic engineering, I do a lot of cloning, we have PCRs, we have gel electrophoresis and all the molecular biology related stuff. Whatever I've learned during my masters, I implement that. Now in the second project I work on lung tissue. So I create PCLS, which is basically a tiny fractions of the tissue so that they can be treated by drugs, and if you want you can scan for some targets and all the type of that research. And the third part is the lab organization. So we are a growing lab, so there is a lot of organizing stuff, so which means ordering, getting the chemicals or the parcels. So everything is going to be covered in the video, you'll see everything, but this is what a job looks like usually. And it's a flexible working hours, which means it's not strict that I have to work 8 hours every day. So in case if there is no work for me to do, then I can leave early and then do, let's say, overtime next day, something like that. Or let's say there's a lot of work today and I have to work more than 8 hours. For example, let's say I work 10 hours, then I can take that 2 extra hours off from another day. Or let's say you are working a lot of days overtime and the overtime hours have built up, then you can take a holiday. So there is no extra pay for working overtime, but you can take a day off and then if you accumulate overtime hours, so that is possible. Now the next question is Saturday Sunday off? Yes, it is. So Saturday Sunday we have holiday. We have 30 days paid leave, that is paid vacation, which means Monday to Friday and then again next Monday to Friday, it's counted like that. So excluding Saturday Sunday we have 30 days paid vacation. So the next question is, can you do this job after graduating masters? Yes, you can, of course. After graduating masters, you can either go for being a research assistant or a research associate, or you can start a PhD, or you can do the same job in industry where the pay is more. It depends upon you what you want. So what about the sick leaves? So let's say if you get a fever or something like that, you can take max 3 days off, and after the 3 days, if you want more holidays for the sick leave, you have to show a doctor's note. If a doctor's note is there, then you can take, let's say, 1 or 2 weeks off max. That is fine. The first 3 days you don't need to show a doctor's note. You can directly just email your manager or someone and just tell them I'm sick and then I cannot come to work. So that is possible. And the next question is, why did I choose this job? This job allowed me to explore a lot of techniques which I really didn't know, but I wanted to learn. For example, the PCLS, microtome, compressed cutting, I had no idea, and now I'm working on that. It's really interesting. Genetic engineering was the part I always did in my masters, so that was nothing new, but it is still because I did masters in molecular and cellular biology, so it's really interesting. What is lab organization? I never knew how a lab is organized or how a lab works and how everyone has to coordinate and how basically the management stuff. So lab organization helped me to learn more about the managing skills and everything. So overall it's an amazing job. You learn about projects and then you also learn about the managing thing. So it depends upon where you are working. For example, now the deputy director of my lab, he decided to give me an independent project where I can read papers, I can design my own experiments, I can get the results, analyze them. So working as a researcher as well, and also you're helping other people on other projects. So it's a very diverse job, I would say, and this job is a good option if you're looking something after masters, freshly graduated, and industry, especially in industry you need experience. So as a research assistant, this job is really good if you want to explore a lot of things in labs, some good techniques, something like that. It's amazing. So this vlog is going to be a little long than usual. It's not 8 minutes or something like that. I think it's going to be longer. I recorded this vlog last week. Now I got a very nice haircut today, so that's why I'm recording the intro now. So I'm not going to waste more time. Let's go and dive into the video, and I'm going to show you how my day as a research assistant in Germany looks like. Let's go. Hi, Yosef.
Good morning. Wow, 8 a.m. sharp.
I know,
Very
right?
good. Yeah.
I'm on time today. So nice.
Yes. You.
Let's start working. This is my workplace, and I have a lot of things here as well. And I'll start working now. So I'm in lab right now, and we got IPF tissue at 8 a.m. in the morning. This is Tania. This is my colleague here. She's also pro in making HPCLS. Literally at 500 micrometers, we can cut the tissue in that thickness level. It's amazing. We are going to go and grab some lunch, and after that I have to do some molecular biology work. And today I have to run some gel, do some gel checks for 4 of the samples. So I'm going to take you through that journey as well. And as I said before, like part of being a research assistant also means like organizing the lab. So we have to do the lab duty as well, which means collecting parcels and organizing something. I'll also take you through that as well. But yeah, so from 8 a.m. to 12, we have deal with this human tissue created HPCLS. And the next thing we are going to go and have some lunch and take some good break. It's been 4 hours since I've started working and I'm already tired. Today's it's really long day. And yeah, so this is the lab. This is my molecular biology bench, which I'll be using after lunch. So I'm going to go to Penny. So here in Germany, we have these stores, supermarkets. Like we have Penny, we have Edeka, Rewe, Netto, we have Lidl, so many supermarkets. And there you can get some frozen food or pre-made food as such. So I'll pick something up from there and then I'll come and have some good lunch with my colleagues. So I am here in the lab coat room. So we have this specific lockers where we keep our lab coats, and we have like 3 to 4 lab coats per person, and we have this personal lockers as well. So being a research assistant means you continuously need to wear lab coats or go somewhere or something like that. Yeah, so this is our lab coat room. We also have more lockers inside. Yeah, it's a very huge lab. So we have this few of the hangers here as well. If you want to put some lab coats or printers, so you can put your coats here as well. One of our part of being a research assistant also means like collecting parcels, ordering them, making sure everything is there in the lab. So this is the parcel station, and we usually get parcels over here. So after collecting the parcels, what we do next? We take the parcels to the lab, open it, then
check the storage conditions.
yeah,
That's enter it in the
main list. Yeah, so we have this Lieferschein. It's called as the main record list, where everything is written, where to store, what is the temperature of the storage. So we have to maintain that as well. And then we, let's say there are a lot of cardboard boxes, then you have to throw them as well and then store all the contents inside. So this is also part of a lab organization. There's still a lot of parts, but parcel is the main thing. And we're going to take this down afterwards, after lunch. We have this fancy automatic doors here, so good. The weather is also so pretty today, so nice. I love summers. So there you can see the building over there. So it's Penny, it's a supermarket, and I'm going to go there and grab something. There was a summer event here, but now I think it's completed, it's already done. They're clearing it up. But here you can see Penny. So this is a very nice supermarket. Let's go and grab something.
Nee, das hoffe ich auch. Ja, ja, so ist es. Meine Mama kommt auch nächste Woche mit im Urlaub.
This is buttermilk. Let's put it here. Then grab some good wrap. Some nice wrap. So the wrap and the buttermilk costed me around 3.28 euros. That is still cheap. I actually always make homemade food like rajma chawal, or sometimes avocado, some yogurt, sometimes proper roti with some sabji, sometimes some curry with rice. But sometimes it gets very hectic on the job as a research assistant. For example, for like when you really have to come early, like 8 a.m. So you can't make food always. The best you can do is you can pre-prepare your food, like make a pre-prep type thing on Saturday, Sunday, and then on Monday, Tuesday you just like heat it and take it at work. That would be the best option, but didn't get any time. So this time, penny saved me. Yeah, let's go to the office, have some lunch with the colleagues, and let's start with the molecular biology prep.
It's like each team has a different part of the project. So like work package 1, work package 2.
So as the parcels are heavy, I put them on a trolley thing and we're going to take them down. So I had amazing lunch with colleagues and we laughed a lot. We had a lot of fun. And now after lunch we had this lab duty part where we got like 3 parcels. 2 of them were some micropipetted boxes and one was a lot of primers that we ordered for some cloning. It's highly confidential stuff, so I'm not going to disclose it at all. But now the lab duty part is done, so I'm going to take it. The next part is the molecular biology part, which I have to do. I'm working on some project. Again, can't disclose, confidential. But I'm going to make 1x TA buffers 2 bottles and 1% agarose 2 bottles. So that is one task, making 4 bottles ready. And the second task is to make a gel and then at least keep it for half an hour so that it can solidify. Now all the molecular biologists and all the biotechnologists would know what I'm talking about right now. And other people who are not into science stuff, you'll get some extra information. Let's say like I am trying to add some DNA samples and trying to separate it by weight so that I can understand what I want is there in the sample or not, the DNA part. Now after solidifying the gel, I'm going to add the samples and run the gel for 45 minutes. So let's go do that. These are the 2 bottles where I have to make 1% agarose, and in these bottles I have to make 1x TA buffer. You can see that it's already over. And this is my gel setup where I'm going to make the gel. So let's start. What I'm going to do is I'm going to fill the cylinder 20 ml with 20x TA buffer and I'm going to pour it in the bottle. And then I'm going to fill the bottle with this VE water till this level. So let's go. I've already weighed 2.5 grams of agarose in this, so let's go and put it in the microwave. So I've dissolved 2.5 grams of this agarose powder in 1x TA buffer and I'm microwaving it. The thing is, you have to continuously check if it's already dissolved or not until you get a clear solution. And this you can do is by just taking out randomly after one boil and then giving it a nice shake so that everything gets dissolved homogeneously, and then putting it back in the microwave again and setting timer for like 1 to 2 minutes. So here you can see that the gel is finally done and now the gel is running, so one more task is done. So the gel is done and all the samples worked very well. The bands were really good on the gel, and that's it. I'm done for today and I'm so tired. I really want to go home. And I work today 8 to 5, so it's like 1 hour more. It's usually 9 to 5 job or 8 to 4, whatever it is. But every day I have to work like 8 hours, 14 minutes sharp. That's it for today and I'm clocking out. And I really hope you loved the vlog as much I loved shooting it for you. There are going to be amazing vlogs coming up. I'll be talking about job markets. I'll be talking about answering your questions because I think there are a lot of questions pending. So a lot of videos are going to come up and stay tuned to this channel, and that's it. So see you in the next vlog. Bye bye. Take care.